This was me in 2019 at rock bottom after being told time and time again by the experts that I had a lifelong hereditary skin condition that could only be fixed by pharmaceutical injections and creams. But there was something deep down inside of me that refused to believe it. Although all of these people were telling me what my condition was, I refused to believe that there wasn't something that I could find, some kind of answer that would fix the problem. And so I went on a hero's journey trying to save my skin. And I'm happy to announce I've been 4 years eczema free without any flare-ups, any issues, completely proven all of the experts wrong, and living my dream life. The reason I'm shooting this video is because I found answers that I feel can truly help people who are dealing with skin disease. And if you are really looking for something to speed up your results and to really fix the problem at the root cause, then stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to share with you the do's and don'ts and the 8 common myths that come with skin disease and fixing it. 8 myths that I found that limit people the most from being able to fix skin conditions and move on into really what they want to do with their life. The first myth that I found is it's genetic. And so what is very interesting is many experts and dermatologists told me that my skin condition was genetic and that I'd have to live with it for the rest of my life. The funny thing about this was I looked into my lineage and I interviewed family members and none of them had eczema. Then later down the line, I got genetic testing done and I found that I didn't actually have any skin issues. There were no genes related to skin issues in my report. One of the many problems that I had was related to leaky gut. So I had gut issues and gut dysbiosis. What ultimately happens when you believe that you have something that's genetic is that you want to say, it's just a part of my genes. I can't change this. But with the new science that's coming out and many people studying things like epigenetics, we are seeing that you can actually change your genes. A lot of it has to do with your environment and how you treat your body and yourself, and you can actually change things. But from what I've seen with myself and many of the clients that I've worked with is that they don't even have genes related to skin conditions. Myth number 2 is that your condition cannot be fixed. So a lot of people will tell you that you have a diagnosis that can't be changed, and they'll offer you one solution, which is take this cream. And ultimately you become a part of a system that's bigger than you that wants to use your body to make money. Because if you do fix your condition, if you become empowered enough to get rid of the condition, you don't need to pay for products anymore. And so what I found is a lot of ways that society is set up, especially when it comes to medicine, is by disempowering people and telling them that this thing can't be fixed. And I have a very powerful story related to knowing someone that I met in Colombia who had the exact same condition to me. And one day he sat down with me and he said, Logan, I really feel like we're just going to have to live with this. And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, if that's what you choose to believe, that will happen. But I'm going to fix this thing. After I said that, I had fixed it pretty quickly, and it took him a lot longer to find answers because of the belief system he had. So if you believe it can't be fixed, you will attract that. If you believe you can fix it, you're going to be in a much better state compared to someone who doesn't believe it. The next myth is that you're going to have to take creams, pharmaceuticals, Dupixent, injections, immunosuppressants for the rest of your life. And what I've found with myself and the clients that I've worked with is a lot of these things, when you take them, there is not a disclaimer saying that you're going to have worse symptoms. When I took the steroid creams, nobody told me that the creams, if I put them above my eyelids, that it was going to cause droopiness with my eyelids if I used them too long. Nobody told me that there's something called topical steroid withdrawal that a lot of experts are still arguing about. But when you look deeper into it, it is very much a thing. And so anytime that you're taking something and covering up your symptoms without actually addressing it, if it doesn't go away, you're not addressing the root problem, then oftentimes there is money involved in an agenda. And so if you want to take a pharmaceutical for the rest of your life, then continuing this video is definitely not going to be for you. But if you want to look towards actually finding the root cause and fixing it, then stick around. The next myth is that your condition is only physical. And going back to what I said earlier regarding the West versus the East in their philosophies in medicine, if you look into allopathic medicine, which is the Western model, there's a belief system that the human body is a physical machine, almost like a robot, and it works with inputs and outputs. When you look at Eastern models, such as traditional Chinese medicine or Japanese medicine, they're looking at the whole entire vessel. And so with my journey of going from Western and then going to Eastern and combining the two, and then also going into plant medicines, I found that whatever you need is going to work best for you, whatever you believe. But for the clients that I've worked with and for myself, it is absolutely a whole journey. If you are not addressing your mindset, your emotions, your habits, and you're only focusing on the physical, it's going to be a lot harder to get things done. Myth number 5 is that you're going to need to spend tens of thousands on supplements and experts running around trying to find answers. The truth is, I already have everything laid out to make this process a lot quicker for you. Now, everyone's journey is a little bit different, but I've distilled things down to be able to speed up the process so that you don't have to spend the same amount of money, time, energy, and tears that I spent trying to figure this stuff out. And a big lesson that I've learned is if you want to get results, if you want to step into a newer life, then you should listen to people who have the results that you want. If you're listening to a doctor tell you about how you need to lose weight and that doctor is fat, I probably wouldn't listen to that doctor. I would listen to the person who has gotten the results that I want. Myth number 6 is that you are broken. One of the big mindset shifts I had to make on my journey was that this disease was happening for me, not to me. A lot of people think this disease is happening to me, I'm broken, God or the universe is punishing me. And this is a very disempowering belief system to have. I completely understand where it comes from, but the more we can believe that we are already whole and that this disease that we have, dis-ease, is occurring as a sign of things that we need to change. And when we look at the disease more as something that's going to empower us and steer us on course to living a better life, it's much easier to be able to fix things rather than thinking, I'm being punished and there aren't any answers.
The number one thing I wish I had when I was going through skin disease and eczema was a community of people who had already figured out the problem, who could guide me through the steps and the processes needed in order to heal myself naturally. And lucky for you, if you are interested in a community like this, we actually have a school community where you can come in and learn education related to skin disease for a fraction of the price of what you're going to be paying doctors and all different types of practitioners in the future. So you can learn for yourself, heal for yourself, and be able to feel better a lot quicker without having to take pharmaceuticals for the rest of your life. So if you're interested in that, click on the description below and I will see you in the community.
Myth number 7 is try this one thing. Everyone's looking for a magic bullet or that pill that they can just pop and never have to deal with the problem again. And I'm here to tell you it's a complete lie. Everything in society nowadays is fast. Get your coffee, it's fast. Online dating, it's fast. Everyone is trying to move you in a direction of more speed, get things done. I got to make more money. With this comes a lot of people trying to sell you things or tell you this one thing is going to fix everything. And the funny thing about this, about me saying this, is I'm telling you and talking about a program that can help you. But I am in no way going to tell you that one supplement or one provider is going to provide all of the answers for you. What I'm going to do is put you on your path so that you can become more empowered and make your own decisions. The problem that I saw when I was going and outsourcing my health to all of these people was that I was giving them my power away. And something I learned is in your health journey, you need to become the CEO. You need to become the boss. When you're the boss, you go and you hire other people to help you, but by no means are they your boss. You do, at the end of the day, what your intuition and your body is telling you is going to be best for you. And you hire people to help you and steer you on the course you want. But when you take full responsibility, being the CEO of your own life, you don't need people selling you quick fixes. And this leads us to myth number 8, which is someone with more knowledge than me, someone who's smarter than me, some shaman, some expert is going to save me. The only person who can save you is yourself. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need to be saved. You're already a perfect person. And I know me telling you that sounds very woo-woo. It sounds very like, oh, I'm going to ignore the problem. But all we have to do is focus on getting you back to feeling whole with yourself. And what I realized with my journey of removing the eczema from my life and shedding my skin, becoming a new person, was that I was holding on to old things, old patterns, old belief systems that weren't me. My real self is empowered, is strong, is full of love and compassion and caring for other people and humanity. That's me. When I had skin disease, I couldn't see any of that. I had to shed my skin like a snake sheds their skin in order to become bigger, stronger, wiser. And you can do it too.